Hey, Mike Eisenberg here with Screen Rant. We're going to do a new thing here tonight, a video review of Gnomeo and Juliet with my two cousins, Ashley and Jack. And they're going to give you the review from the real audience that the movie's geared for and tell you a little bit about what they thought. So, first of all, let's give it a ranking. So 1 through 5. What would you give it?
5, for sure.
I would give it a 4.5.
All right. So what's the first thing that went through your mind when it was over?
I thought it was full of comedy and it made me laugh a lot.
Same thing.
Are you familiar with Romeo and Juliet?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah?
sort of.
Okay, so we've seen a lot of movies where toys or something that you wouldn't normally associate with being real
Right.
act like humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, Toy Story 3. Did this remind you at all of Toy Story, or do you think it worked because they were
Yes.
gnomes? Was that something you'd never seen before?
It reminded me if something
thinking
brought
of
it
Toy
up,
Story.
but other than that, if you got real involved in the story, it could make you think that it was like the most original thing you could think of.
How much money do you think this movie will make?
Probably about $500.
I think about how many people there were when we went, about $900.
All right. What was your favorite part of the movie?
I like when one of the gnomes was dancing on a keypad.
What about you?
The funniest part, it was really funny, so I probably couldn't pick out a funniest part, even if I tried to.
What was something that you didn't like?
I didn't like all the romance.
Too much romance. I don't think you'll like Romeo and Juliet then. But what do you think would have happened if there was no romance? Would there be a movie?
No.
Not at all, because the romance pretty much gave the twist. If they hadn't had met and then hadn't had that whole thing where they kept on sneaking in and then sneaking out, it wouldn't have happened.
Okay, so this movie was made as a 3D movie and a 2D movie. You saw it in 2D.
Right.
Do you think it would have been better or worse in 3D?
Better.
I think they would be equally good. It would just put a new side to the story, sort of bringing out what was important. Like, if you had it in 3D, you could see all the smaller details and then all the bigger details. Because when you see the smaller ones in that movie, I noticed that they can be a little funny.
There's a lot of different kinds of people who go to movies, right?
Right.
So, first of all, who do you think this movie is best suited for?
Probably,
People who like humor.
People
Yeah.
who like humor?
and a lot for children.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
think
not
adults
too
can
young.
enjoy it too?
Definitely.
Adults without kids?
It's a pretty much, if I would rate it, if like everybody, if there were ratings for like the people who would like it, I'd give it everybody, because it's a really broad movie. Everyone would like it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So that's our first video review with my cousins, Jack and Ashley.